Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, you're welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon and it's been a while since I showed this face on camera. How are you all doing? You well? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anyway, today we're doing a full glam makeup tutorial, and before we do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts on the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. With no further ado, let's go straight into the video. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with the eyebrows as always, just brushing through with a spoolie first before we start lining. And to line, we're using the Davis number 3 eye pencil, following the exact shape of your eyebrow. Please use very little force while you're doing this. If you use a lot, it is going to make the line very thick. Around the upper side, leave a bit of space around the inner corner so the eyebrow appears more natural. So next, to fill in, we're going to start off by brushing the eyebrows using the Becca primer first, and then press it in and allow it to dry out completely before we start filling in. And to fill in, we're starting off with the outer corner, just using the very same eye pencil in the shade number 3, and around the inner corner we're going to draw hair-like structures. And for this I'm using a darker eye pencil because I want to mimic my natural eyebrows as much as possible. And then after that, to clean our eyebrows, we're using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. For beginners, this is the concealer to go for cleaning eyebrows. Literally, the concealer you should start off with is LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's very affordable and very good quality. And another tip for beginners, around the inner corner of the eyebrow, you can start off by cleaning out using a foundation, and then the remaining part use the concealer, so it's easier for you to blend after. And use a very angled brush to clean your eyebrows. And then after that, I'm just going to blend in the concealer so it does not appear like one thick line around the eyebrow area before I blend in the eyeshadow base. For the eyeshadow base, we're going to use is the Plouise eyeshadow base in the number 2. We're going to concentrate this on the lower lid only, and then blend it into the concealer. We're not going to bring this all the way up. And for the eyeshadow we're going for is the Rios from Zikel Cosmetics. This is a palette that is very good for beginners, and it is an African brand, so please promote African brands. We have very good quality products out here, many people have not discovered. Very good quality, actually better than most of these other eyeshadows I've used before. So we're starting off with the red and then blend it in with an earth tone. We are concentrating this on the upper lid only. And for blending, always the transition shade, use circular motions, very little force. So today we're not going to draw a cut crease. We're just going to blend in the eyeshadow base around the crease region. We're not going to bring it all the way to the outer corner, just around the crease region. And then for the cut crease region, we're going to use this yellow still from the Rios Zikel Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. And we're using a bit of a fluffy brush, not too angled, to blend that in. And when you use a bit of a fluffy brush around this region, the application is very smooth, no bumps whatsoever, as you can see here. And then after that, we're going to apply a bit of a darker brown shade just on the edge of the crease region and blend it in. We want a very smooth blend throughout the whole eyeshadow, and we're not going to apply that around the edge of the outer corner on the lower side. And then after that, now is when I am drawing a wing. This is not a very necessary step for beginners, but when you're drawing a wing, after you draw the wing on the outer corner, when you're bringing it in, start from the middle part and then join it to the upper side later on. It gives a more precise line when you do that. And don't let anybody lie to you that this thing is very easy to do. It is not. Take your time to learn. And then after that, I'm just going to apply a cream eyeliner under there, so at least when the wing and my natural lashes at least match, we don't have any space in between. And then after that, I'm just going to apply a glitter liner on the crease there, just one line, don't use too much product. And then after is when I am going to apply falsies. And then after that we move on to the face. The lines, the white lines, the dots you see on the eyeliner, I did it after the falsies. I just wanted to do something extra, I don't know why. Anyway, moving on to the face, you're starting with the ordinary hyaluronic acid. You're going to massage that onto your skin, allow it to set first before we move on to moisturizer. And for moisturizing, I'm using the Cerave moisturizing cream. This is for normal to dry skin. I'm mixing that with the Cerave sunscreen, because sunscreen is very, very important. Do not miss that in any of your steps. And then normally sunscreen comes before moisturizer, but if you're using the same brand, you can just mix the two and apply it as one. And then again, massage it into your skin, allow it to set fast before you move on to primer. And then next, for priming, I am using the Rimmel Stay Matte primer. This is my all-time favorite primer. I don't think I've used any other primer ever since I started using this primer. And for primer, you tap it in, concentrating mostly around the T-zone area. That is from your forehead going down to your nose and around your smile lines. Do not forget that area. You do not have to apply primer on your under eye. Just a tip. And then after that, the primer has set, we're moving on to foundation. I normally mix, nowadays I mix Maybelline and the Fenty Beauty, I don't know. For application, use a damp beauty blender, squeeze out the excess water first before you start applying. And then for application, tap, tap, tap until it all blends in. Avoid using fresh product around the under eye and the corners of your nose. So the technique is you start off around the cheek, going down to your neck, both sides, and a little product goes a very long way, especially for foundations. This cream product, it goes a very long way. Just one tap is enough for one side of the face, the other tap is enough for the other side of the face. Around the forehead, start off just above the eyebrow going up, so you avoid using too much product around the hairline. And that product you started off with is enough to spread all through the forehead. Avoid using too much product, especially around the forehead. And remember to blend in between the eyebrows so the whole face appears as one. Don't forget that step. And then the product that you have blended in between the eyebrows, that is one you can adjust to your nose. Again, avoid using product around the corners of your nose. And then this is a technique I learned recently, applying a cream blush before you start. You move on to highlighting with a concealer. And apply it on the upper side of the cheek. Don't bring it down, okay? And blend it in. I would recommend you blend it in with a brush, not the same beauty blender you're going to blend in your concealer with. Because if you use the same beauty blender, that color is still going to be on your beauty blender, and it's going to affect the color around the under eye region when you're using the concealer to highlight. For highlighting, I'm just using the same concealer I used to clean my eyebrows, a Legal Pro concealer in the shade Fawn. I think this I've said a couple of times. Avoid using too much product. And around the nose, the bridge of the nose and the forehead, again, avoid using too much product. That is just normally the trick. Avoid using too much product. And especially on the forehead with concealer, put as little product as possible, because once you start blending in the concealer, it is going to spread out into the foundation you applied on your forehead, and you don't want it to spread all the way up. So avoid using too much product, please. Thank you. And then after that, now to set, we're using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Technique is dip the same beauty blender you use to blend in the concealer. On the side where it has product, that is what you dip onto the setting powder, blow off the excess powder, and then use that to blend in. For blending in, just tap 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 into the skin until you don't see any residue of the product remaining on your skin. And you apply this all through the areas you highlighted using a concealer, that is under eye, bridge of your nose, forehead. If you did a bit of concealer around the lip region, please use a setting powder to blend in. And do not wait for your concealer to dry out before you start using setting powder. Use the setting powder immediately after. And then after that, we're moving on to contour. And to contour, we're using the Fit Me in the shade 375, sorry. Starting off with the cheeks, I'm just going to blend it in to the blush we used before. And also remember to contour your forehead, starting from the hairline going down, and make sure it is all blended in. Don't just leave a one straight line. Around the nose contour, start off just below, not just below your eyebrows, put it in an angle. It is going to help you in regards to how you're going to draw your line going down. And make sure the spaces in between the two lines for the contour are equal or symmetrical. So yeah, and then to blend in, use a fresh or rather clean brush to blend in, so you avoid having harsh contour lines. On the upper side, you blend it into the eyeshadow. On the upper side of the nose, blend it in to the eyeshadow, and then going down, blend it in going down. I don't know if that made sense. And then after that, we're going to set the whole face using the Mario Badescu setting spray. Love the Mario Badescu setting sprays. I don't know, they are just amazing. And then after that, we're using the Fenty Beauty highlighter in Hustla Baby. That is my all-time favorite. And then we're going to highlight the cheeks. Please avoid using too much highlighter. Again, I keep insisting, too much product is not good for you. I'm just telling you. Too much product is not good for you, regardless of what it is. Too much is never good. And then around to highlight the nose, the tip of your nose, do it side to side so it appears more natural. Don't do it in a circular motion. Place your brush side to side, and then you can blend it in with your finger so it appears a bit more natural. And then for the lips, we're just starting off with a lip lining with a brown lip liner, and then make sure you blend in the lip liner completely. Do not avoid this step. It's very important. Blend in the lip liner first before you apply lipstick. Okay? And then for lipstick, I'm just using the Golden Lip Cosmetics in the shade. I used two shades, Scorpio. And then I'm going to apply a bit of a clear lip gloss on top of that. I just wanted to use gloss. And that would be it. And kindly note that I do not do finishing powder a lot because my skin is dry. I have very dry skin. I don't want to use too much powder on my skin. That is the only reason I don't use finishing powder that much. And yeah, let me know if you love this tutorial. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. That would be it from me today. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.